Hello C&EN, this is Craig. I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about some of the scripts that you can use in InCopy and K4 to make some things easier. I'm going to be in particular focusing on two, the DOI script and the Byline script, which you may be asked to start using soon. So a script is a small program, a little line of code or several lines of code that can automate something inside InCopy and InDesign and K4. So for me, my scripts all live in this sidebar on the right here, where you can find all of them. When you first use your scripts, it's going to come out looking like that. If you click the little caret by the user, it's going to expand out so you can see your entire menu of available scripts. If your scripts tab isn't already over there, it's going to be up in Window, Utilities, and Scripts. And no matter what, you can always find it there. That should make it pop up somewhere where you can see it. So that's what a script is. The next thing you're going to know is how to install a script. So once you've found your scripts, you're going to go into the script panel and you're going to right-click, or whatever your secondary click is, click on any of the scripts there and go to Reveal and Explore. That's going to open up a Windows Explorer panel that shows you where your scripts live. This is the actual file folder on your computer that contains the scripts. And so this is where we're going to be installing scripts and doing things like that. So first you have to get a script. So I've sent one to Sam recently, and these are available different places. I can send some to you. So you're going to download the script just normal. The JSX files will download directly from Slack. They're a little more trouble in Outlook because it doesn't like executable programs. But once you have your script, it'll land in the downloads folder or wherever you have it. Just drag it from the downloads and drop it into the scripts panel. That's really all there is to installing the simple scripts. It's already going to pop right back in there into K4 when you flip back over, and that's ready to use. That's it. So those JSX files are the files that have the actual script, the little program. And in a lot of the scripts, that's all there is. Some scripts, like the Byline script, have a support file. They have a big block of data they're going to use to do the program that they're there to execute, all the names and the locations. So those are slightly, but not much more complicated. So it's going to come usually as a config file of some kind. So with the Byline script, there is a config file, and it's found up above in that folder that says config. So when you get the packet from me or from whoever's giving you the script, it's going to be a zip file. We're going to unzip that directly into the scripts panel. So you'll end up just like it is here with the JSX file at this level and the config folder right there next to it. And then the actual support files are inside that folder. And those will be updated, especially for the Byline script now. And then when we hire somebody, I'll send out a new config file, and you can just replace what's there now. So it's pretty simple to install and to update these scripts, and that's all there really is to it. So now that you have your scripts and you know where to find them, how do you use them? So the first one I'm going to show you is the DOI script. This is going to come through. It's going to search the entire block of text in which your cursor is resting. And it's going to insert a properly formatted hyperlink with the correct kind of hover text for all of them at the same time. So you're not going to want to highlight anything. Just leave your cursor blinking anywhere in the text object where you have your DOIs. And you're going to do this all at once at the very end. So with your cursor blinking in there, you're just going to trigger the DOI script just by double clicking it, or you can assign a hotkey if you want later on. And that's all it is. It's going to pop all those in just like that. One question we've had recently is when we started doing it this way is that a properly formatted hover text with the read article here and the DOI number? A lot of times we've had the article title, but this sort of thing has always been an acceptable use in our style. Now with the script automating it, it's going to be the standard. If you really want to type in the real article title, you certainly still can, but this is a lot easier. So there's the DOI script. It's a very useful script, especially for the SciTech group or anyone that's going to have a lot of journal references in an article, because it's fast. The Byline script is another script, this one that you're likely to be asked to use sometime soon. I don't have the details of when, but it's also very simple to use. You're going to highlight all this mess down here, the tags and everything, and then you're going to type in, everybody has a code. And the code is basically your first name, or the writer's first name if you're an editor putting this in. It'll be your first name in all lowercase, and then B for back byline, or an F for front byline. And then you're going to trigger the script, and that's going to insert a proofread, proper-looking, well-tagged byline. So let's do an example here. We have Bibby. Now you're going to type it in lowercase. It's going to look uppercase in K4, but that's just an InCopy trick to make it look right in the printed page. So I promise you my shift key is not going to be down. I'm not going to have cap locks on. It's really lowercase. It just looks uppercase in this view. So with Bibby B all typed in lowercase, I'm going to trigger the script, and the script is going to replace that Bibby B with the byline. Now you might be saying this is silly. I can just type these things in. I know how to spell my own name. But there are a couple of reasons that we want to do this. One thing is that typos really do happen even in people's own last names. But also this script is going to be inserting some of the back-end formatting stuff that's going to make this export properly to the web. It's going to put on the name character style, for example, and do other things like that. Another advantage of the script is it also works for the front bylines. We did a back byline here, which is very plain, but the front bylines also have the location on them. We did Bibby B to get this back byline, so we're going to do Bibby F to get her front byline. So we put it in just like that. Once again, it's really all lowercase. It just looks uppercase. And then we're going to trigger the script. And there you go. C&EN Washington is in there too. The production editor will take it from here. In addition to the staff writers, we have a handful of the freelance writers that we use a lot in here. So Jeff Johnson, if it's one of his stories, it can come in like that. It'll insert the special to C&EN for him. And there's just a handful of people that we've done that for. So those are the basics of using scripts, and two scripts that you're very likely to use, the Byline script and the DOI script. If you have any questions about any of this, about how to install the scripts, about how to use the scripts, or about other things you can do with scripts, because there are other cool things that we production editors, tricks that we have about fit and other things like that we can show you how to use, and we'd be happy to. So any of your production editors can help you with scripts, and I hope this has been a useful tutorial to you, and I hope that this enhances your workday as you use K4 and InCopy. Thank you.